Hi, kids. Okay, on this day in film history for August 17th, let's get right into it. 1963 is the release of Black Sabbath, Italian horror film directed by Mario Bava. Talked about Bava a couple days ago for Black Sunday. Now we have Black Sabbath. The Italian title is The Three Faces of Fear. So there's three different segments in this film, three different tales. Each tale is being presented by Boris Karloff. Um, One of the sequences, the scenes, was made the list of the Shutter, just did the 101 scariest moments in horror. Uh, Drop of Water, I think, is the sequence. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, horror fan, go check it out. Um, and of course, famously, there's the jazz blues band Polka Tuck. And then they changed their name to Earth. And then they saw people going to go see a horror movie and get frightened. Uh, Black Sabbath. So they became, I can't remember what they changed their name to. It was Black Sabbath, of course. That's where Black Sabbath got their name. All right. 1979 is the release of Monty Python's The Life of Brian. Monty Python film, of course, with all of the included people, directed by Terry Jones. This was meant to be produced by EMI, but they pulled out last minute, probably due to some of the content of the film, the controversy surrounding it, you know, the making fun of Jesus or religion or however you want to interpret the satire. Uh, Handmade Films came in and they produced it instead. Handmade Films is the production company that was owned by George Harrison. Released August 17th, the US, wouldn't come out until November in the UK. Came out to some picketing, protesting. Good sign. All right, let's talk about some births. In 1882 is the birth of Samuel Golden. Of course, that was not his birth name. He was born in Poland. I will not attempt to butcher his Polish name. Would change his name to Samuel Goldfish. He worked with Paramount, and then he left Paramount and teamed up to find Goldwyn Pictures. Turned Then he changed his name to Goldwyn. So it was Archibald Selwyn and Samuel Goldfish. They put their names together. Goldfish, Selwyn was Goldwyn, and then he capitalized on it, changed his name to Goldwyn, and then later it became MGM. He left and started his own production company, Samuel Golden Productions. Died in 1974 at the age of 91. Way too many films to list that he produced, but one of the founders of Hollywood. I think 1917, 16 was when he's working with Paramount. So, all right, let's get on to 1893 is the birth of Mae West. I talked about her in my camp series. She died in 1980, at the age of 87. She was an actress, started in theater, realized that maybe if she wrote her own productions and she would produce them and she would direct them and everything, then she could get all of the limelight. So that's what she did. Courted some controversy, was a smart woman, courted that controversy all the way into films. Um, she Done Him Wrong. It's the film, her first starring film with Cary Grant. Might come up and see me sometime. In 1935, she was the second highest paid person in the US that year, second only to William Randolph Hearst, Citizen Kane himself. Yeah, Mae West. Let's move on to 1920. Another influential female, Maureen O'Hara, is born. She was born Maureen Fitzsimmons, born in Ireland, Irish red hair and everything. Frequently collaborated with John Ford and John Wayne, the two Johns. Vast filmography as well. The Quiet Man, Miracle on 34th Street. How Green Was My Valley? I won an Academy Award that year, right? how great. I think that won over Citizen Kane, in fact. Maybe I'm wrong. Parent Trap, Maureen O'Hara. Do you have a favorite Maureen O'Hara film? And then lastly, today, his 80th birthday, born in 1943, Robert De Niro. You know De Niro. I will point out, though, that De Niro's breakout, Mean Streets, 1973, which means he was 30 years old. De Niro had some screen credits for about 8 or 9 years prior to that, been in about 8 or 9 films prior to that, before teaming up with Scorsese in Mean Streets. His most frequent collaborator was Brian De Palma. He was in 3 films directed by Brian De Palma. It was De Palma first. And then I think it's 9 films, 9 or 10, we count Killers of the Flower Moon, that he has teamed up with Scorsese, 7-time nominated actor, 2-time winner, Robert De Niro. You looking at me? Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. See you tomorrow.